Hey there friends, Nibs again. Out here at the range today, doing a little bit of goofing around. It has been a mad minute since I've had uh, actually hardly any PCPs out to shoot, but these ones I haven't had out in a while, and I feel kind of bad about it because they are great guns. Just been so busy with all the other new stuff that's been coming in, but I really wanted to circle back and just have a little bit of fun with them. We are getting into fall, so it's going to be winter pretty soon. Um, but I have both of my Barra 25 caliber PCP air guns out here today, and they are both topped off with one leaf scopes. This is the Barra 1100Z Gen 2, and I have it topped off with the NV400, and then and I have my 250Z here, and it is topped off with the NV500 scope. So both really, really cool. And we're going to go ahead and stretch them out to 50 yards today. I don't think it's too much of a stretch for either one of these guns. Did a little bit of zeroing beforehand, and really both seem to be shooting these JTS. These are 25.39 grain pellets, 25 caliber, obviously. I'm using a single shot tray from Maple Custom Mags in both of these. Really awesome. This one has a buck rail modular suppressor on it. This one, I believe, came to me from Red Corn Outdoors. Yeah, this is my walnut and steel 3D printed from Red Corn Outdoors on the 250Z. And we're just going to we'll do a couple of groups. I've got some plinking targets down there too, so we'll do a little bit of plinking. But we have to start it off right. Always got to start it off right. Let me start it off right by powering the scope on. This one, so one thing I have noticed now that I have the NV500 and the NV400 is the NV400 takes quite a bit more time to boot up. All right, there we go. All right, let me zoom her in a little bit here. All right, so now we're ready. So the single shot tray flips out to the right hand side on the 1100Z, and it flips out to the left, which I kind of prefer that. I don't have a great dislike for either one, but all right, so camera's running. Let me make sure. Let's see, I got my recording going. Okay, now the recording's going. Pating! All right. Let me zoom in a couple more clicks here. So I do have one of my splatter bursts down there. Let's go right to the center of that. Not bad. I can adjust that reticle a little bit on that. I just haven't played around with it too much to change that up. Same hole. I do like this one. It's got that traditional kind of Crossman 160 design to it. You know, the Beemans and all of that. Same sort of layout. Same hole again. It's 3. The one thing that I don't know if it's something that Oneleaf could do or if it's just not possible with the system, but the recording that you get from this, it's a great recording. It shows you your crosshair and shows you the bullet impacts and the downrange footage, but there's a ton of information that's being displayed on the inside of this viewfinder. If I turn the rangefinder on, it'd have that too. I don't have that on right now just to conserve battery, but there's just a ton of stuff in there that you can, 91% battery, but it's got like an angle, inclinometer, so you can do front to back incline and also side to side incline. There's a ton of stuff you can do with these, and information that'll give you. Actually has a compass in there, shows I'm pointed due east, but none of that stuff shows up on the That's pretty awesome. That's like 3/4 inch group, all one ragged hole. At 50 yards. And I feel kind of bad because I haven't, Oneleaf sent me both of these scopes to do reviews on, and I've done videos and sort of reviews with them, but I just haven't had them out much, and they're great machines. So let's plink on our spinners here. Let's get the chicken. Knocked it around so hard that it only went around once, but it was like going off at an angle. I hope I don't damage those spinners. I don't know if they're rated for this big of an air gun. All right, turkey. It looks like I hit the chicken and the pig earlier with one of these two, and it bent it bent them pretty good, so I might have to take them back home and tap them back flat with a hammer. All right, the pig. Smacking them pretty hard. I'm really kind of digging. I don't have too many 25 calibers, but I have the Umarex Origin too. I have to get that back out. I haven't had that one out in a long time. See how I'm doing on air here. Should be fine. Oh yeah, lots of air. Okay. Let's go ahead and ring the gong one more time, and then we'll move on to the 250Z, see how that does. This is a great gun. It's kind of fun having you guys in the viewfinder here with me, though. Putting. All right, let me stop that recording. All right, and I'll shut off the camera. And we'll set that one off to the side. That scope is monstrous compared to this NV4, this 500 though. Holy smokes. Check out this little guy. Let me get that started up while we're chatting. So this one's pretty cool. It actually has two separate, they actually have a couple others now too, but it has two separate, this one comes with two separate lenses. You can opt for only getting the one lens and it'll be a little less expensive. But let's see, I believe I have the, I don't remember. So I believe this is the 2 to 26 lens. That the NV400 I have is you either get 2 to 26 or what would be, so The other one will go up to 52 and down to a smaller number, but I don't remember what the lower number is. But probably 4 to 52. Yeah. But there we go. So we're on and we're ready. So I can go ahead and start my recording. So this 250 is, I believe, a little bit more powerful than the 1100Z, but that's probably all in the tuning of it more than anything. Let's go ahead and let me zoom her in a little bit here. I don't remember what I had it for set at a zoom. So I like that reticle better. I don't know if you, I don't know exactly what you're seeing in the viewfinder, but I do like this reticle with the. I just need to mess with that other one, and let's go ahead and hit the gong. Pa-ting! that Red Corn Outdoors suppressor is really quiet. All right, these go into this chamber on this one, very, very stiff. All right, let's go ahead and go to our splatter burst. We'll go to 12 o'clock, right? Let's see. Yep. Both of these guys have fantastic triggers. Like I said, that one's got the same kind of trigger mechanism that was, originally made famous by the Crosman Model 160 back in the, I believe, 1950s, 1960s. And when Crosman discontinued those, Beeman continued with them, and I believe several other airgun companies incorporated those in their air guns as well. So they're awesome. You got sear engagement adjustment, trigger weight adjustment, length of pull, all that stuff. It's just such a well-engineered trigger. Ooh, it's going to be a battle right there, I think, for smallest group. That is pretty impressive what that 1100Z did. I'll have to take some pictures of those and put them in the Sub MOA app. Oh yeah. I think this is the 5th one coming up here. But these JTS pellets are just, in every caliber and every gun that I shoot them in, they're just fantastic. So boy, just based on what I'm seeing right there, I would have to say probably the 1100Z took that one. But neither one of them are slouches at all. But let's go ahead and do our plinkers here. And I haven't even tried it yet, but we're going to go ahead and try to go out to 117 yards with the gong out there. See what we can do. All right, so the 250Z is obviously quite a bit more money than the 1100Z, but it is pretty cool. Actually, I could probably pull my length of pull out a little bit here, but it is it's got that air cylinder over the barrel, so it looks more like a traditional rifle. It's got a true bolt action mechanism here, so just so cool. All right, where was that? I was on the chicken here, turkey here, right? Man, I hope I'm not damaging those permanently. These are heavy, heavy pellets for those little light air gun spinners. So I don't know if you noticed that, but I was holding off a little to the right because I was hitting off to the left with these. So what's cool about having these digital cameras for you guys for your downrange footage is you guys will see in what I'm shifting over to here. There is the gong. So how much do you think I need to hold over? Let's try right at the top of the plate here for starters. Nope, down in the dirt. Okay. Oh, just under it. All right, we're on it now. This shot's going to make it. All right, what do you think about that? Ah, just under it and to the left. Crud. It's nice having that dirt in there underneath it, though. All right, let's see here. Where were we? We were right about there. So let's come up to there, maybe. There we go. Thwank. Let's do a couple more of that, and then we'll get out of here. All right, so we were on about 3.5 at the top of the plate. I saw the pellet flying down. I hope that picked up on the camera. Ooh, there's a little dude sitting there. Look at that. You see him? What is that, a hedgehog or something? Whoop. I ain't gonna get him. He's a cute little fella though. Let's see here. Let me see if we can. The new walnut and steel life wildlife series. All right, so now I'm zoomed in. Can I still hit it? So I was holding 3.5 at the top of the plate. Pink. All right, so that was pretty cool, seeing the old hedgehog down there. Got a couple good patinks at the 117 yard. It's an awesome gun. They're both awesome guns. Awesome scopes too. Let me stop that record for you. So if you ever do get one of these, this thing breaks it down into, I think, 2-minute files, and then saves it onto the flash drive inside the. You take that out and put it in your computer, and you can edit your videos that way. So, but anyway, there you go. JTS dead centers. Like I said, I will take a picture of both of those and put them in my sub MOA app and put them at the end of each of those shooting sessions so that we can see what the group size was. But I believe both of those are under 1 inch, and that's pretty awesome. So hope you guys liked the video. Till next time, have a great day.